Hi friends, welcome to part 2 of week 7's MOA's Mini Masters at Home program. My name is Ms. Jordan and I am the Youth Education Coordinator at MOA. Hopefully you already joined us for part 1 of this week's program. We had an art discussion about Richard Lorenz's painting and read the story Cassidy and the Rainy River Rescue. In keeping with our Western theme, today we're going to be making horse finger puppets. Before we jump into step by step, on our website, wisconsinart.org, there will be a PDF file in which we will have all the supplies needed for today's project. It will look like this. Okay, so here is our PDF with all of the supplies needed for this week's project. The first thing on the list is paper. I'm going to be using normal 8.5 by 11 cardstock. It does not need to be colored. I would encourage you to use thicker paper if you have it. Maybe even use cereal box cardboard or something along those lines. Since it will be our puppet, it will be standing up, so you want to be as thick as possible so it doesn't flip over on you. Next, we need scissors, glue, and then some coloring supplies. So that could be crayons, markers, colored pencils, whichever works best for you guys. So not many supplies needed for this week's project, which is great. And again, we will be making horse finger puppets. So on to our step-by-step directions that you guys can follow along with. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take our paper and we want to draw 2 different shapes onto it. So we want to draw a rectangle or an oval shape, and this will be for our body. And then we want to kind of draw a bubble letter P shape, and this will be for our horse neck and head. Okay, so as you can see, I did not use a full piece of paper. So you either can just use scrap paper or you can use this one sheet for multiple puppets. Once we have those run out, we can cut them out. And then the next step is we want to be able to make a spot for our fingers to go so we can make it into a puppet. So I drew 4 squares because I think squares are a little bit easier to cut out than circles, but it can be a square or a circle. And you want to be able to fit your fingers through those holes. So if we're little and we have little fingers, make sure the holes are small. But if we're a grown-up and we have larger fingers, make sure you cut large enough squares to fit your fingers through them. This is a little bit harder of a part, so maybe have a grown-up help you cut or at least get the cutting started. Once that is done, it will look like this. Okay, so this is, again, where our fingers will be able to fit through our puppet. The next thing we want to do is we want to glue our neck and head onto its body. So I actually marked with pencil how much glue I would need on my paper. So just that top or bottom part of your neck will need glue, because you want to be able to just take this bottom part and attach it. Top part, and if we put glue over all of it, it get really sticky. So we just need a little bit of glue to attach it. If you don't have glue, you can always use tape as well. So once that is attached, it's starting to look more like a horse. The next part we need to do is put paper or color for a tail and a mane. So you can do this a few different ways. I took scrap paper and cut it out and glued it on, but you're welcome just to color hair straight onto your horse body, or you can come up with a different solution. So I had some fun leftover painted paper that I thought would be really fun to cut out as the hair for my horse. So again, it can be scrap paper, it can be paper you have. You can color hair straight onto your puppet. You can figure out how you want to do that. There's lots of different ways. There's no right way to create your horse. So as you can see, I made 2 different sizes. I have a longer one, and I also have a shorter one. The longer one will be used for the tail, and the shorter one will be used for its mane. Okay, so I went ahead and started gluing on the longer pieces for my horse tail. And then as you can see, I left the shorter ones to glue on for its mane. So now it's really starting to look like a horse. And the last thing I need to do is draw a face for my horse. So I went ahead and drew a face and a mouth and a nostril onto my horse, and she is looking very pretty and ready to be used in a puppet show. Okay, so as you can see, I have my horse puppet. I have my fingers through the bottom, and if I had a table in front of me, I would be able to walk my puppet around. I love this project because it is so easy to transform it into something else. So if you don't want to make it into a horse, you could make it into a cow or a zebra or even a unicorn. You can get really creative, or you could have a herd of all different types of horses, super colorful. On the PDF is my email address. Feel free to send me photos of what you come up with or stories of your journey making it. I love hearing from you all, and I know you guys are always super creative, and I love hearing what you do with the projects. In addition, during this time, on our website, wisconsinart.org, we have other fun activities for families to do. So make sure you're checking in, seeing what else there is to do for your families during this time. Thank you so much for joining me for another week of Mini Masters at Home. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I hope you have fun creating it. Happy creating. Thank you.